Hey there viewers, so I'm here to talk about Fur Hires. So Fur Hires is a really fun deck, and I'm going to do a quick little video to see whether it's worth your time and your money investing in. So Fur Hires is a deck that basically spams special summon monsters. So what they do is they special summon each other out, and when they're on the field and another Fur Hire special summon to the field, they basically get effects. And some of the big guys like him, he can discard a Fur Hire monster and negate a monster effect. You can negate spell and trap cards with another monster. It is a really solid deck. It does cover a lot of ground as well. But pretty much primarily, this is a link deck. You are going to be spamming a ton of links. And it's just a really fun deck. So let's talk about fun, which I already talked about. I'm going to talk about it a bit more. Competitive play. And there's also money as well. So let's talk about money first. This deck is expensive. It's not a budget deck. So you've got Beat here. This is a £15 card, and you pretty much need to run free. It's the best card. So that's already 15 times free. There's a spell card in here, which you need to run free at, which is £8. So, 8 times free on top of that. And the big money spender is this is a link deck. So luckily they've got some reprints now, thank God. But you will be spending a ton of money just buying all links. So you don't run XCs, you don't run synchros, fusions, anything like that. You purely just run links, and that can be costly, unfortunately, as well. So yeah, so money-wise, it's not a budget deck. So you're looking for a pretty cheap deck around £100 or so. This is not the deck for you, unfortunately. So negative, yeah, unfortunately this is an expensive deck. So fun, this deck is tons of fun. Thing is, people don't mind going against it, and playing with it. So I really enjoy it. I don't mind going against it either. It's just a really fun deck. So people don't get annoyed when you play the deck, which is always good. So when you go to locals, you won't get cussed or get judged for playing the deck. This is a fun deck, and it's really fun to go against as well. Just spamming link monsters out and spamming each other out. It's just a good time for everyone, really. So, and it's not a super strong deck or a scummy deck. So, even though you have some spam trap card negates and monster negates which can annoy people, overall the deck is really fun to play against, which is always a huge plus for a deck. So let's talk about competitive use. This deck is not really competitive. I'm not going to lie. I might do well at your locals, potentially, but for the most part, this deck isn't really going to take worlds anytime soon. This deck has a pretty huge issue, because basically on your turn, whether you go first or second, you're going to be dumping a lot of all your resources from your hand onto the field, and it kind of causes some issues because the deck itself doesn't have enough recovery. So obviously you have generic Soul Charge and Monster Reborn and all the generic cards, but the cards themselves don't have enough recovery, and when they're in grave, it's not the easiest thing to bring them out. Like I said, you have some generic cards, but the cards themselves, the deck itself, doesn't have enough recovery, and it can cause an issue. Because if they get you past your border links, or if you want to have a ton of these on the field, get past those, sometimes it can be quite difficult to kind of come back. Especially if you draw a Fur Hire with no other Fur Hire in hand. Unfortunately, the deck really struggles with that. So competitive use is not a competitive deck. This won't be taking meta top spots anytime soon on top 3. And this is a really fun deck to play at locals. So yeah. So fun, a ton of fun, 10 out of 10. Money-wise, it's really not a budget deck. You'll be spending a lot of money on the beats and the mayhems, and also all the links needed for the link deck as well, for the extra deck, sorry. And competitive use is not a competitive deck. I might win from game or two, but this, like I said, I won't be top in regionals. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed my really quick video, and definitely make your decision. Like I said, this deck is a ton of fun. But if you are looking to something to get into meta plays, then definitely look at other places. But this deck is fun, so if you only play locals or with friends, I might highly recommend getting this deck. It's just a really good time. So yeah, I'm Mystic Alex, and peace.